Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Desinta Maharani. Here I will explain what subject-verb agreement, preposition, and conjunction. Okay, subject-verb agreement is an adjustment between the verb and the subject of a sentence in terms of number, namely singular or plural. A subject can be nouns, pronouns, or other constructions that act as nouns, such as gerunds and infinitive. Basically, singular subjects are singular verbs, while plural subjects are plural verbs. For example, my dog always growls at the postal carrier. Singular subject, singular verb. And basketball rolls across the floor. It's plural subjects and plural verbs. And I don't understand the assignment is singular subject for singular verb. And then these clothes are too small for me. It's plural subject and plural verbs. And then one Peter doesn't like vegetables. It is singular subject or singular verbs. Okay, next, preposition. Preposition is a type of word that is usually located in front of a noun. In Indonesian, the translation of a preposition is a preposition, which also means a preposition. Prepositions in English are located in front of nouns and pronouns. Examples of preposition in English are at, in, of, for, about, before, from, by, on, under, and others. Usually, this preposition is a combination of a noun and pronoun. So, a preposition is a preposition that doesn't change its form. Generally, prepositions are placed before nouns and pronouns. The use of preposition to show the relationship between nouns, pronouns, and other words in a sentence. Prepositional type. Prepositional type 1. Preposition time 1. At. The preposition at means in Indonesian, namely so on, when, and on. It should be noted the preposition at indicates hours. For example, at 5 p.m., at 12 o'clock, and at 7 a.m. Usually, the use of at to describe hours and time that are not specific. The following is an example of the preposition at. Example 1. My friends usually leave work at 5 o'clock. 2. She doesn't like going out at night. 3. Dana and Dini arrive at the same time. 4. We forgive each other at the moments. Okay, next, on. Preposition on to describe the time of day. For example, the use of on in birthday, birth dates, and descriptions of days. Example of words are on Friday, on my birthday, and on May 7th, 19, and 64. Next, in. The preposition in describes the week, month, year, decade, or century. Exceptions for the word in can be used for the words in 5 minutes, in the morning, and in the afternoon. Example of using the preposition in are 1 in 2 weeks, 2 in July, May, 3 in 100, 1090, and 1090 and 81. 4 in the 18th, 5 in the 1800s. Okay, next show place. Prepositions are used to show locations, days, and place. Example of words used are from, on, and by. The word from indicated the locations. The word on describes the time it took place, while the word by describes what was done. Here's example sentence. 1. I am a student from the Harvard College. 2. I'm free on weekend. And 3. I go to school by taking a bus. Okay, next, describe the movement. Preposition of movement are prepositions used to describe movement. So, prepositions are shown the described nouns. In English, prepositions are used to show movement, namely around, away from, by, past, down, inside, into, onto, out of, and so on. Example sentence 1. Around or around. Example, she walked around the chair in she walked around the chair to find her pen. Next, inside. Inside has emphasis on borders for containers, walls, and more. Example, their dog came inside the box. Next, up. The student go up to the second floor. Okay, next, conjunction. Conjunction are a type of English word that has a specific function. But from various kinds of English word, how do you identify conjunction? Simply put, in Indonesian, conjunction mean conjunctions or conjunction. Conjunction function to link word with words, phrases with phrases, and clauses with clauses. You can make English sentence more effective by using conjunction. Notice the example below. I like reading, I like writing, I don't like studying. Instead of writing as in the sentence above, which feels broken and doesn't flow, you better use a conjunction that is applied to the sentence. So, later the sentence will be more effective. In addition, you can convey three pieces of information in one sentence, like the example below. I like reading and writing, but I don't like studying. Incorrect. He works careful and slowly. In right there, he works careful and slowly. Based on the function of conjunction, three types of conjunction in English, namely coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction, and correlative conjunction. What do each of these type of conjunction look like? Pay attention to the explanation. Coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction are equivalent conjunction, which are used to join words, phrases, and clauses that have a similar grammatical structure. You can also call coordinating conjunction coordinators. Some common conjunction used in this type include for and, nor or not, but or but, or, yet or but, so or to. So you don't forget, you can remember it by making an abbreviation fanboys for and, nor, but, or, yet, or so. Here's an example sentence. Example 1. She opened the door and the window. Combine two words. 2. Would you like some pizza or pasta? Combine two words. 3. Do they prefer playing baseball or playing soccer? Combines two phrases. Okay, next, subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction are conjunction used to make complex English sentence or complex sentence. The function of this conjunction is to connect the main clause, independent clause or clause that stand alone, main clause with the dependent clause, subordinating clause. This conjunction is always used at the beginning of a subordinate clause. It can also be used to open a sentence. Besides that, there are two ways to write complex sentence, namely sentence that begin with the main clause and sentence that begin with a subordinate clause. If you write a complex sentence with the main clause at the beginning of the sentence, then you must place the conjunction after the main clause and before the subordinate clause. But you can also use the subordinate clause first as long as the conjunction comes first. Here's an example of its use in a sentence. 1. You may leave the class after the bell rings. 2. They will lose if they don't practice. 3. We go to the beach before we eat at the restaurant. Okay, next. Correlative conjunction. Correlative conjunctions are connecting words in pairs. The function of this conjunction is to connect words, phrases, and clauses that have a reciprocal or complementary relationship. The conjunctions that are most often found or that you can use are as follow. Either or, neither nor, whether or, both and, not only but also, as or as, such that, rather than. Next, the following are examples of sentence using correlative conjunction. 1. He will sell either his car or his house. 2. Adam neither likes apples or oranges. 3. You will have to make fettuccine whether you like it or not. Maybe that's all for me. More or less apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.